Welcome to Marketing Mondays with me, your host, Fancy. I am the founder of Handled, which is a social media agency, and in today's case study, we're going to be talking about the one and only, that's right, Telfar, Telfizi, Telfi, the Bushwick Birkin. Let's get into why this bag is the it bag and the reason why a lot of people know about Telfar. This video is essentially a marketing case study on Telfar and how they managed to sell out their bag at every single drop. So Telfar is a unisex brand that is based in New York. It was designed by the designer Telfar Clemens, and they're known for their strap line, "It's not for you, it's for everyone." And I love everything about that brand statement, "It's not for you, it's for everyone," because it speaks so much to their core value, mission, everything. They're a luxury brand that is making luxury accessible to those people who've been closed off and often shut off from the luxury world and the luxury industry. People who are famous, rich and famous, to the not so rich and famous people, or like the ordinary everyday person. This bag is literally for everyone. And that is made so clear by their brand strapline, their brand statement, "It's not for you, it's for everyone." What makes Telfar so great? So the first thing that I think as a luxury brand or any brand, if you want to be the kind of brand that's able to sell out at every single drop that you make, you need to establish first and foremost your brand values, your mission, what you're trying to achieve. So this brand mission is going to be the voice that really carries you through the years, and it's something that shouldn't change. So for Telfar, one of their brand missions is to make luxury accessible for everyone. Luxury is something that has always been marketed as something that's very exclusive. So if you shop at a luxurious brand, one, you're spending a lot of money than you would usually spend in regular brands. Two, it's exclusive, so you feel like you have these like status symbols that not the ordinary person can afford. And actually Telfar is the complete opposite of that. They said, one, we're going to create this hero product that is accessible price-wise. The Telfar bag ranges from $150 to $257, and this price range has not changed since they launched the bag. I actually did a bit of research and found out that the reason that Telfar priced their bag between $150 to $257 is because that is roughly how much a DJ would make in one night. So really and truly, they priced this at a price point where they wanted people to be able to afford it. And then the next thing that Telfar stands for is inclusivity versus exclusivity. So I gave the example about Hermes and, needing to fit certain criteria in order to even be approved to get a Birkin. But for Telfar, it's completely different. They're inclusive and they want you to be involved. They want you to get a Telfar. Yes, the first step in creating a brand that sells out every single time is to be super clear about what you stand for. And yes, for Telfar, that's accessibility, inclusivity, and making their customers have a sense of community and feel seen. The next step in becoming a brand that's able to sell out every single time you drop a product is really understanding your customers and catering to them. So Telfar does this brilliantly. They have such a deep sense of community. I was reading an article, I think it was on The Cut, if I'm not mistaken, and somebody on there said having a Telfar means that if I'm walking down the street and I see somebody else that's wearing a Telfar, you stop and you have a conversation because you feel like, you can relate to that person. You feel like they're part of your tribe, they're part of your community. And I think that's so intrinsic and understanding why Telfar is so successful. They put community above everything. The content that they post online is created by their community. There's no such thing as, oh, this piece of content is too low quality, too lo-fi for us to promote or put out on our platform. They use it all. There is honestly nothing better for your customers than feeling like you see them and you appreciate them. And every time that Telfar reposts a customer, that customer in turn feels seen, that customer in turn feels appreciated, and they keep coming back for more. Another thing that Telfar does really well is they listen to their customers. So as this brand that has bags that sell out at every single drop, bags that sell out in minutes, their customers actually started to get a bit frustrated about this, because what's the point in supporting a brand if I can never, ever get my hands on any of the items that I actually want to get? And so because of this, they introduced something that is called the Bag Security Program. Think of the Bag Security Program as a pre-ordering system. So it allows you to secure any bag from the shopping bag collection. So there's 3 of them, small, medium, large, any color, any amount. The only catch is that you have to wait for them to be delivered. So this is like a pre-order to gauge interest, see how many people want the bags, what bags they want, and then once all that information is collected, they produce the bags and you get them maybe 4, 5, 6 months later. Another thing Telfar does really well to show that they actually understand their audience is that they feature their audience. And then when we talk about culture, Telfar has been included in songs, rap songs. Telfar has been included in like other types of music. We have Beyonce when she released Renaissance this year. She added a line in there that went absolutely viral about how she was putting her Birkin in the storage and like Telfar was like her preference according to that lyric. Telfar is just a culturally relevant brand. And it's a brand that has stood by its values. They're not fake, they're not performative. If they say that they're inclusive, they're showing it through the models that they're hiring, through the influencers they're collaborating with, through their community. The third thing that you want to do when creating a product that sells out immediately is make the process simple for your customer. If you want people to be able to buy from you, make it very clear what it is they need to do. Do they need to be on your website at a certain time? Do they need to have ordered by a certain date to get their delivery? Let them know when they can expect deliveries. Just make the process very simple. And Telfar does a great job of this. If we go on their website, we'll be able to see that the immediate layout of their website shows just the bags, the 3 bags, small, medium, large, all the way down the screen. It's just small, medium, large, the shopping bag. And it's in the different colorways that it comes in. And then when you're subscribed to their newsletter, the way they announce their drops in the newsletter, they're not writing this 10-page essay. The newsletter title will say cobalt blue, or it will say navy blue, yellow, red, corned beef, and you know that is the next edition of the bag that's coming out. As soon as you click on that email, main image is that bag that was in the subject line, and then there's instructions about when it will be available, when you can order, blah blah blah. It's very, very simple and straightforward. And then last but not the least, we're going to talk about their marketing channels. Telfar does not run paid ads on Google. I searched Telfar and there's no, usually when a brand has Google ads, there'll be the ads at the top. There's nothing like that. It's just Telfar, like, I guess great SEO for them. They're the first website that pops up. They don't do Google ads like Google search. They don't do TikTok ads. I've had a look. TikTok only provides information from the last 180 days and there's nothing. On Facebook, no ads. So that's Facebook or Meta and Instagram, no ads. So this means that a lot of their marketing is through organic channels. So they use their social media, they rely on social media a lot. And this is where the community element is so important. Your customers are the biggest advocates for your brand. Your customers are the biggest marketers and the best. marketers for your brand. If you want to know how to sell out a brand time and time and time again, what is your community saying about you? What is your tribe saying about you? And Telfar, they just know what to do. They use UGC content, user-generated content from their community. Whether it is the grandma that is wearing the big, large shopping bag, or the little babies that are wearing the cute, little, small shopping bags, or whether it's the musician, the artist, the celebrity, whoever it is, they make sure that they reshare it on their social platforms. I feel like some of the content they have as ads is created to look like UGC content. Like, I saw a video of like somebody being proposed to and they're wearing the Telfar brown bag, and that was used to like promote the new drop of like the brown bag. I started to notice this quite recently, actually this year, that whenever they're dropping a new product, they just have these videos where maybe someone's just walking and they're carrying a Telfar bag, but it's not made explicit. And that product placement and brand positioning, it's so cool. It's like really, it's so simple, but it's so effective. So the types of marketing that Telfar does use, they use their Instagram channel. I'm not quite sure. I think they might be on Twitter. I'm not sure, but I mainly see them on Instagram. They have something called Telfar TV, which is their own television show where they do these cool drops, and like they're in this room and it just looks amazing. The production's amazing. It's high energy, it's fun, and it just makes you excited for what's coming next. They use their community, UGC content, whether the video is like low quality, whether it's a little bit grainy, they use it. They also do have a PR agency that they work with, and I think this helps more when it comes to like press releases, being shown in like popular magazines, newspapers, etc. They also do fashion shows here and there whenever they have something that they want to show. They don't do every single fashion show that's out there. They are very selective about where they appear. And of course, the last, oh gosh, don't know how I could forget this, but FOMO is a type of marketing. And I think that has been the type of marketing that really, really elevated Telfar. FOMO is a form of marketing that thrives from that feeling that people get that they're missing out on something great. So this is like usually done by maybe creating low amounts of stock so that it sells out really quickly. Even with Telfar releasing bag security and the Telfar rainbow, people are still running to Telfar to order as soon as they drop something new, because they're so used to products selling out so quickly that they don't want to miss out. They just don't want to take the chance. I'm going to read out some tweets that people have put out about Telfar's marketing. So I just says, great marketing is me not wearing or using purses and wanting a Telfar every time a new color or bag security drops. I love Telfar's marketing, genius. I really love Telfar's marketing. It's mostly user-generated content and super inclusive. What did I tell you? User-generated content and inclusive. I love the way Telfar does marketing on their IG. It makes me want to wild out and buy every single bag. So in summary, if you want to be the brand that sells out at every single drop, 1, know your brand values, your mission, what you stand for. That should be clear in all your marketing. Understand your customers and cater to their needs. 3, make it very simple to buy from you. Don't overcomplicate your ads, don't overcomplicate your messaging. Make it very simple. The 4th thing that you want to do in order to create that brand that can sell out at every single drop is collaborate. There is power in community, of course, the community that you grow and nurture through your supporters of the brand, but also business to business collaborations. So Telfar has collaborated with UGG, with Moose Knuckles in Canada. So they've done some collaborations, and collaborations are always a great thing. They help to bring two different audiences together and merge them. So if you can collaborate with people who make sense for your brand, people who are aligned, people who you know, something that still feels very on brand, those can work really, really well for your audience, because you know, you're putting your heads together, you're putting your marketing budgets together, you're putting your audiences together. It just works. Thank you so much for tuning in to this case study on Telfar. I hope you enjoyed it, and please share your thoughts in the comments. If you're a brand and you need a bit of help with your marketing strategy, feel free to contact my agency. I'll leave the details in the description box. Thank you so much for watching, and tune in next Monday for more marketing videos.